Democratic Congressman Mike Levin joins us from the state of California, live from Capitol Hill. So what's wrong with that in theory, or is anything wrong with that? Saying, all right, the locals can do it better is essentially the president's argument than folks in Washington.
Well, it's good to see you, Connell. You know, I am the father of 2 kids in our local public schools, Title I schools, and they rely on the federal government in part for help with things like special education, with free and reduced meals. And if you were to cut those funds, if the Department of Education were to be destroyed from the inside out, as it appears Linda McMahon is trying to do, if you look at what's going to happen to things like student loans and Pell Grants, when you invest in kids, we know that that has massive return for society. In fact, there's no better dollar spent by the federal government than money being spent on children. And so when you think about efficiency, this is the opposite of that. Efficiency would be focusing on things with the best return on investment, like investing in our kids. So I'm going to do everything I can to fight for our public schools. The
one thing I would say is that the president today, for example, he's done this over and over, points to test scores, rankings, country by country, and says the current system that you described is not working. So we should do it a different way.
So the alternative is what? To give vouchers to people so that they can send their kids to the private school of their choice? No, I want to invest in our kids, invest in our schools. How far we've come from George W. Bush and No Child Left Behind, where now we're going to throw in the towel to the rest of the world and say America cannot have a functioning public education system. I think it's ridiculous.
Thanks so much for watching. Just go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.